Hi students, today we are discussing about a very important topic in the nuclei lesson, law of radioactive decay. After invention of the radioactive elements, particularly Rutherford and Soddy, performs many experiments to understand the behavior of the radioactive element, and they are concluded some fundamental laws of radioactivity. Okay, what they found? The first one was it is impossible to predict which nuclei disintegrate first. What is the first fundamental law? It is impossible to predict which nuclei disintegrate first. For example, I took certain amount of radioactive element. Let all these are the different nuclei. Out of all these nuclei, which nuclei is first disintegrates? Disintegration means it emits the alpha or beta or the gamma radiations. Which particle, which nuclei out of all this? Which is difficult because it is impossible which one disintegrate first. Okay, just it is a matter of choice. So anything have possibility to disintegrate first. Okay, the second law is indicated like a particular nucleus can decay at any time between t is equal to 0 to t is equal to infinity. So out of his all these nuclei now, maybe at that instant immediately few nuclei are disintegrates. Okay, means at t is equal to 0, immediate emission of the alpha or beta or gamma radiation will be takes place. Otherwise, some nuclei takes very long time, some years also taken by some nuclei to disintegrate itself. So, what is the second point says? A particular nucleus can decay at any time between the t is equal to 0 to t is equal to infinity. And third one, it is a random process. Yes, now only we said maybe this nuclei may disintegrate first or this nuclei may disintegrate first or this nuclei is disintegrated first. So we can't predict, that's why it is a random process. But the important thing in this point was the disintegration density throughout volume of radioactive substance remains same or constant. Remains same or constant. But they said the disintegration density throughout the radioactive substance remains constant. So overall radioactive density throughout the volume always remains constant. Clear now? And the last point was when a nucleus participates in the disintegration, that means it emits alpha or beta or gamma particles, then that nuclei is converted into the another new nuclei. For suppose I take one nuclei XZA, it emits an alpha particle if suppose, then alpha particle is nothing but He24. So the daughter nuclei has atomic number Z-2 and mass number A-4. We learn in the alpha decay. That indicates that this is a parent nuclei. This is the daughter nuclei. Okay, now the physical and chemical properties of daughter nuclei totally different from the parent nuclei. What is the fourth point says? Physical and chemical properties of daughter nuclei totally different from parent nuclei. This is the fourth fundamental law of radioactivity. Okay, so these are the basic points before we go into the law of radioactive decay. Okay, one more time. Who invented this fundamental law of radioactivity? Rutherford and Soddy. Okay, SODDY, Soddy. What the first law? It is impossible to predict which nuclei disintegrate first. It is just a matter of choice. Any one nuclei can participate in the disintegration or decay. A particular nucleus can decay at any time between the t is equal to 0 to t is equal to infinity. Means different radioactive nuclei have different times at which they are disintegrate, they are participate in the disintegration or decay. Third one, it is a random process. Fourth one, the physical and chemical properties of the daughter nuclei are completely different from the parent nuclei. Understand? Now, we are discussing about the law of radioactive decay. This law states that rate of decay sometimes they are called as disintegration. Disintegration is nothing but emission of alpha or beta or the gamma radiations by the radioactive nuclei. Okay, decay or disintegration. So the rate of decay or disintegration at any time is directly proportional to the number of undecayed nuclei present at that instant. This is the law of radioactive decay. What does this law indicates? The rate of decay or disintegration at any time is directly proportional to number of undecayed nuclei present at that instant. For example, if I have 100 rupees, then I may utilize this 100 rupees to buy some certain snacks, and I am purchasing nearly 80 rupees of snacks. So what is the balance now? Only 20 rupees. Okay. Now with this 20 rupees, can I buy again 80 rupees snacks? Not possible. Okay. Now within this 20 rupees, now can I spend 15 rupees now? Now I have only 5 rupees. The meaning was depending on the amount you have present at this instant, basing on that disintegration or purchasing of any snacks will be depends. Similarly, the rate of decay or disintegration at any time, directly proportional to the number of undecayed nucleus. Initial amount is not required here. What is the present amount you have is important for purchasing the new things. Present amount is important. Similarly, how many number of undecayed nuclei present at this instant is most important for decay of radioactive substance. Clear? It's very important. Please note down this law. Now, basing on this, let us try to understand the law. For that, at t is equal to 0, the radioactive nuclei consisting of, generally all the radioactive nucleus are taken inside the lead. Okay, I think there are some radioactive nuclei present in the specimen. That number is N0. N0 is the, let us take N0 be the parent nuclei. This nuclei consisting of certain number of radioactive nuclei. Understand? Now, after time t, when time increases, what happens? Within this nuclei, some nuclear disintegrates now. Let N be the number of nuclei undecayed. Okay, now these number of nuclei are present. So how many number of nuclei are decays? Initially we have N0, now we have N. How many number of nuclei are decayed? N minus N0 number of nuclei are decayed. Okay, now you increase the time. Now the time becomes from t is equal to t to t is equal to t plus dt. That means in a very short interval of time dt, some more number of nuclei are decays. Let dn be the number of nuclei decay within the time of dt. What is dn? dn be the number of nuclei decayed within the small interval of time dt. Then, what is the radioactive law states? Rate of decay. Rate of decay means present how many number of nuclei are decayed, sir? dn by dt is called as rate of decay or disintegration. Okay, so rate of decay or disintegration is directly proportional to number of undecayed nuclei. Number of undecayed nuclei. How many? Capital N. So, radioactive decay law states dn by dt directly proportional to the n. Now, put some minus here. Why? Here, the negative sign indicates number of nuclei decreases with increase in time. Okay, as time increases, see from here t is equal to 0, there is n naught number of nuclei is there now. Now after time t it becomes into n. Let us see the number of nuclei are decreases or not. So that negative sign indicates the number of nuclei decreases with increase in the time. Now in order to remove the proportionality, put some constant lambda into n. Here lambda is called decay or disintegration constant. What is lambda? Decay or disintegration constant. Okay. Let this is equation number 1, very important. Now equation 1 will be, just rearrange dn, this n will be taken this side, by n is equal to dt will be taken that side, minus lambda into dt. dn by n is equal to, this minus will be taken that side, minus here dt divide, now if you take that side, minus lambda dt. Now integrating above equation, with proper limits. What are the limits can I took? At t is equal to 0, how many number of nuclei is present? N naught. After time t is equal to t, number of nuclei present are n. Okay, so what are the limits here? Integral of dn by n is equal to minus lambda integral dt. Time changes from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to t. Within this time, number of nuclei changes from n naught to n. Understand now? Now what is the formula for integration of 1 by x dx? Log x. So log n base e between the limits n naught to n minus lambda integration of dt, nothing but t, from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to t. First apply the upper limit minus lower limit, then log n base e minus log n naught is equal to minus lambda into, first apply the upper limit t minus 0. This is like log a minus log b. Log a minus log b formula, log a by b is equal to minus lambda t. This is like log a base e is equal to b na. Then can you write a is equal to e power b? This is the one of the formula in the logarithms. In the similar way, this e will be taken that side, then n by n naught becomes equal to e power minus lambda t. Therefore n is equal to n naught e power minus lambda t. This is the radioactive decay law. Okay, from that law what we can concluded n is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t, they said na. That indicates the number of radioactive nuclei, number of radioactive nuclei decreases exponentially with time. Because some exponential function coming now. So with this word of E, what we said, the number of nuclei decreases exponentially with time. Negative sign is indicates the decreasing in number. So exponentially with time, not linearly, exponentially. Exponential means a sudden fall or sudden rise. Here decreases, they said, that means sudden fall of radioactive nuclei will be takes place. Understand? Just copy the information related to the radioactive decay law. Here what is this indicates? Rate of decay. The rate of decay directly proportional to the number of undecayed nuclei present at that instant. Undecayed. Okay. Now we are remove the proportionality by taking one constant called disintegration constant or decay constant. Rearrange the first equation, integrating within the limits, then we got this relation. N is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t. Let us see. What is the formula we got? N is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t. From this graph, I would like to draw one graph between the time t and capital N. What is capital N? Number of undecayed nuclei. What is capital N? Capital N indicates number of undecayed nuclei. Okay, undecayed nuclei taken along the y-axis and time is taken along the x-axis. Okay. Let us see what is the shape of the graph. For getting the shape of the graph, do one thing. At t is equal to 0, substitute the value of t is equal to 0 here. N is equal to n naught e power minus 0. E power 0 value 1 now. So what is the value of n? N is equal to n naught. So at time t is equal to 0, let n naught be the initial number of nuclei. Now at a time t is equal to infinity, if t is equal to infinity, n becomes n naught into e power minus lambda into infinity now. Nothing but n naught into 1 by e power infinity now. Infinity is anything in infinity. 1 by infinity nothing but infinity now. 1 by e power infinity nothing but 1 by infinity. Anything by infinity value? 0. So in order to disintegrate that entire sample, it takes a time of t is equal to infinity. T is equal to infinity means it's continuous. That indicates it is exponentially decreases and becomes 0 at t is equal to infinity. So this is the shape of the graph if you drawn between the number of undecayed nuclei and the time. Now sometimes they are asking the graph between the log n and time. I want a graph between the log n and the time. For that, do one thing. Take n is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t. Not visible. Okay. Take n is equal to n naught into e power minus lambda t. Here they took the log now. That's why you also take the logarithms on both sides. Then log n is equal to, this is log AB nature, log UV, log U plus log V. That means log n naught plus log e power minus lambda t. That indicates log n is equal to log n naught minus, this power will be coming front, log e base e. Log e base e value 1 now. So log n is equal to log n naught minus lambda t. Okay, just rearrange this equation like this. Log n is taken along y-axis now. So this is y. Time is taken along x-axis now. Here time is there. That's why this is like minus mx plus c. What is the equation represented by y is equal to minus mx plus c? It is a straight line having intercept on the positive y-axis. Intercept on positive y-axis. That means here the value is log n naught and slope is negative. Negative slope means it is a straight line having the negative slope and it starts at log n naught t. So this is the shape of the graph in between the log n and time. Okay. Next, activity of radioactive substance. Activity of radioactive substance. It is generally indicated by A. Okay. Activity is nothing but rate of decay. What is activity? Rate of decay. Rate of decay we know now, minus dN by dt. This is called activity. From equation 1 in the previous concept, we learned that minus dN by dt value lambda n. So what is the formula for the activity? Activity has a formula A is equal to lambda n. At t is equal to 0, we learn the general formula for n is n naught into e power minus lambda t na. In the similar way, A is also written as A is equal to e naught into e power minus lambda t. Now check, at t is equal to 0 what happens? At t is equal to 0, this value becomes equal to 1, then A becomes equal to A naught. This is called initial activity. A is equal to A naught is called as initial activity. So if they ask activity, the general formula is A is equal to lambda n or minus dN by dt. A naught is called as initial activity. The SI units of activity are becquerel. Okay, it is indicated by the symbol capital B small q and its value is 1 dps. 1 dps. dps means disintegration per second. Disintegration per second. This is the value of 1 becquerel. Becquerel. Disintegration per second. Okay. Some more units also there. One is Rutherford. This law is invented by Rutherford. So its symbol is capital R small d. The value of the one Rutherford is 10 power 6 dps. Otherwise 10 power 6 becquerels. Okay. Another unit is also there. Curie. symbol was capital C small I. Capital C small I. Its value is 3.7 into 10 power 10 dps. 1 dps nothing but 1 becquerel. So 3.7 and 10 power 10 becquerel, and 1 Rutherford is equal to 10 power 6 becquerels. Okay, this is about the activity. Okay, note down please. It is very important for the competitive examinations. Law of radioactivity. Please remember the final formula: N is equal to N naught into e power minus lambda t. It is the graph drawn between the N and T is a exponential rectangular hyperbola coming with a bigger slope. Okay, and activity is the formula of minus dN by dt or lambda n to n. Lambda is decay or disintegration constant, n be the number of undecayed nuclei. Okay, so it is called as rate of decay or lambda n. Thank you.